breaking news that could dramatically reshape the financial future for millions of American seniors. Overnight, President Trump has just delivered a stunning and unprecedented announcement concerning a massive $5,200 stimulus payment, specifically designed to aid low-income seniors across the nation. With direct deposits reportedly beginning to appear in bank accounts as early as today, could you be among the millions of seniors poised to receive this substantial financial boost? Or might you risk missing out on these critical funds due to one crucial oversight that countless eligible Americans are currently making? The detailed information provided here could make the difference between receiving the full $5,200 directly in your account, or ending up with nothing at all. Before we explore every essential detail and nuance regarding this groundbreaking development, please take a moment to subscribe and activate notifications. This ensures that you remain consistently informed about the latest stimulus payments, government benefits, and other crucial financial support programs that have the potential to place thousands of extra dollars directly into your pocket, especially during these tumultuous economic times. In a move that has sent shockwaves through Washington and injected a renewed sense of hope into the lives of millions of struggling seniors, President Trump addressed the nation from the White House this morning, announcing what he hailed as the most significant economic relief package ever dedicated to our senior citizens in American history. Standing before an assembled press corps and flanked by key economic advisors, the president declared that his administration has authorized immediate stimulus payments of $5,200 for qualifying low-income seniors, with a distribution process set to begin at once through the Treasury Department's well-established payment systems. Reflecting on the contributions of our seniors, who built this great nation with tireless hard work, unwavering dedication, and deep sacrifice, Trump emphasized that they deserve unwavering support during these challenging economic times. This is particularly true for those living on fixed incomes, who have been hit hardest by soaring living costs. He firmly stated that these direct payments of $5,200 are designed to provide immediate, tangible relief to millions of American seniors who have long struggled to make ends meet. The president also highlighted that this initiative, which has been under development for several weeks amid numerous bureaucratic hurdles, represents an unprecedented effort to ensure rapid delivery of funds to those who need them most, particularly in light of mounting financial instability among America's elderly population, many of whom rely predominantly on Social Security benefits that have not kept pace with rising costs. Recent economic analyses have documented that seniors have been disproportionately affected by inflation in vital areas such as food, housing, and healthcare, leading some experts to describe the situation as a crisis of senior affordability across the nation. The timing of this relief package is particularly crucial because many fixed-income seniors have already depleted their savings while facing ever-escalating costs for basic necessities. The question now remains straightforward but vital: who exactly qualifies for this $5,200 stimulus payment? The eligibility criteria focus on several key factors that, if properly understood, may ultimately determine whether you receive this significant financial boost in the coming days. Specifically targeted by the program are what administration officials refer to as economically vulnerable seniors, the individuals who have been hit hardest by recent economic pressures and who are least equipped to absorb the burden of rising costs on their limited incomes. According to Treasury Department guidelines released immediately following the president's announcement, eligibility is primarily determined by age requirements. Recipients must be at least 62 years old as of April 1, 2025. This age threshold is aligned with early Social Security eligibility, though it is important to note that you do not need to be currently receiving Social Security benefits in order to qualify for the stimulus. If you have recently celebrated your 62nd birthday, you have successfully cleared the initial hurdle for eligibility consideration. Beyond age, income thresholds represent another critical qualification criterion. Individual seniors, with an adjusted gross income below $40,000 annually are slated to receive the full $5,200 payment, while married senior couples filing jointly with incomes under $80,000 will each receive the complete amount, potentially resulting in a combined household boost of $10,400. For seniors whose incomes exceed these limits, the payment amount gradually decreases, with partial payments available for individuals earning up to $50,000 and couples earning up to $100,000. Those whose income surpasses these specified upper limits will unfortunately not qualify, regardless of age or any other factor. In addition to these financial criteria, other essential qualifications include residency status. Applicants must be U.S. citizens or legal permanent residents and must have an IRS-recognized tax filing status. It is also crucial to note that seniors who have not filed taxes recently due to low-income status are not automatically disqualified. Alternative verification methods have been put in place specifically for this group, ensuring they too have a clear pathway to claim their stimulus payment. With the Treasury Department outlining an aggressive distribution schedule designed to expedite the delivery of these funds, the rollout has already begun today and is expected to continue in multiple phases over the coming weeks. If you're curious about exactly when your $5,200 might be credited to your account, understanding the distribution timeline is key to managing both your expectations and financial planning during this critical period. The initial wave of payments, beginning today, is aimed at seniors who receive Social Security Retirement Benefits, SSDI, or SSI through direct deposit. These electronic transfers are being processed in staggered batches, with millions of deposits anticipated daily through the end of the week. If you routinely receive your federal benefits electronically, it is highly likely that you have already seen a pending deposit or will see one very soon. The Treasury Department estimates that approximately 60% of all eligible recipients fall into this category and should see the funds in their bank accounts within the next 72 hours. The second phase of the distribution, scheduled to commence next Monday, is tailored for seniors who have filed tax returns for either 2023 or 2024 and have direct deposit information on file with the IRS, but who are not regular recipients of federal benefits electronically. These individuals are not required to take any additional steps because the payment will be automatically processed using their existing tax filing details, with this phase expected to extend through the end of next week. The third phase involves mailing paper checks, set to begin within 2 weeks. These checks will be sent out in order of income, from the lowest to the highest, with an estimated 1 million checks mailed daily until every eligible recipient has been served. If you typically receive tax refunds or federal benefits via mail rather than direct deposit, you should be prepared for a longer wait, potentially ranging from 3 to 6 weeks before your check arrives. It might be a beneficial time to consider updating your banking information to direct deposit in order to receive future payments more expeditiously, as the difference could mean the gap between waiting weeks longer or obtaining your funds almost immediately. For the majority of eligible recipients, those receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI, Veterans Benefits, or Railroad Retirement Benefits electronically, or who have filed tax returns within the past 2 years, the process is completely automatic. The IRS and Treasury will cross-verify existing information to confirm your eligibility and process your payment accordingly. If you are uncertain whether the government currently holds your most recent direct deposit details, you can usually verify this by reviewing your latest benefit payment or tax refund. If these funds were received electronically, then you are already set for automatic processing. However, for those who do not receive federal benefits electronically and have not filed recent tax returns, it is essential to utilize the Treasury's newly launched Senior Stimulus Portal, which is accessible via the official IRS website. This straightforward online form requests basic information, such as your Social Security number, birth date, address, and income verification, and it has been designed specifically to be user-friendly for seniors, typically taking less than 15 minutes to complete. It is important to determine whether you need to use this portal promptly because the deadline for submissions is just 45 days from today, which means that immediate action is imperative to ensure you do not miss out. Furthermore, if you have changed banks or closed the account that was previously used for tax refunds or benefit payments, then updating your banking information should become your utmost priority. The Treasury has provided a dedicated section within the online portal for these banking updates, and failure to update may result in return payments and significant delays in receiving your funds. For seniors with limited internet access or who are not comfortable using online systems, an extensive support network has been established in collaboration with the IRS, which includes in-person assistance provided by senior centers, libraries, and community organizations across the nation, as well as a dedicated phone line at 1-800-919-835. Although due to high call volumes, callers should be prepared for potential wait times, these resources remain invaluable in ensuring that your claim is processed accurately on the first attempt. It is also critical to be aware that whenever large government payment announcements are made, scammers often mobilize almost immediately to exploit the situation. Knowing the warning signs of stimulus-related scams is essential for protecting yourself from fraud. The most important guideline to remember is that legitimate government agencies will never contact you by phone, email, or text message to request payment or personal information as a prerequisite to releasing or expediting your stimulus payment. If anyone contacts you claiming that you must pay a fee, provide sensitive banking details over the phone, or share your social security number in order to receive your payment, then it is almost certainly a scam. Remember, the IRS and Treasury already possess all the necessary information, and there are absolutely no fees associated with receiving these funds. In summary, the $5,200 stimulus payments targeted at low-income seniors represent a monumental financial development that could substantially impact millions of Americans who live on fixed incomes. With direct deposits already beginning today and a carefully planned phased rollout scheduled over the upcoming weeks, this initiative, which has been meticulously structured to provide critical relief at a time when economic pressures are at an all-time high, requires that you promptly verify your eligibility and take any necessary steps, especially if you fall into a category that requires additional action via the official IRS portal. Keeping in mind the short 45-day window for claims, stay vigilant, remain informed, and be proactive about updating your direct deposit details to avoid delays. Remember, legitimate government agencies will never request additional fees or personal information to process these stimulus payments. Thank you for reading this comprehensive update. Please share this detailed information with friends and family members who might also qualify, as your simple act of sharing could ensure that someone else receives the $5,200 they are rightfully entitled to in these challenging economic times, helping to secure a more stable financial future for American seniors everywhere.